And now we'll move to talent management, basically goals and performance. All right. So the very first feature is restricting performance goal library goals based on workforce structure definition. Okay, let me explain you this. For example, I belong to IT department, right? And Abhishek belongs to HR department. Now, goal library which is created for, when we create goal library, there will be something called department. And while creation of goal library, if they have chosen department as HR, and tomorrow if I remember, I am from IT and Abhishek is from HR, and the goal library which is created is for HR department. Now tomorrow if I go and try to add a goal plan from that goal library, I'll not be able to see that goal library because I am from IT department, right? So if I read this as administrator, you can restrict the library goals that workers and manager can see when they try to add a library goal to a goal plan. Okay, so this is providing a restrictness. Not all goal plans will be you will be able to add goal plan from all the goal library, right? Only those goal library will be helpful which are respective to that employee or manager's business unit, department, legal entity or job family. So basically you need to define workforce structure parameters such as this. And what are the scenarios? Worker add a library goal to their plan, only library goals that are relevant to their assignment. When manager or HR specialist at only library goal that are relevant to their team member. Okay, so these are the scenario. And to enable this, you need this profile option, restrict library goals enabled. And if you don't want any restrictness for this, you can set this as n, and all the goal library will be visible to everyone, right? But if you want particular library goal should be visible only to particular work structure, for example business unit or department, then you need to enable this. So let's see this. So currently this is n, right? Let me set this as y to test this. Yeah, save and close. Done. Okay, now I'm logged in from KC Brown. All right. Let us first create a goal library, right? Okay, active. Okay, I want to restrict this library, for example, only to Austria legal entity, let's say, and I'll name this as Austria, Austria GL. That means Austria goal library, and I am not putting any start date and target date as of now, and I'll just this just for testing, right? So the name will just keep this Austria GL. We'll save it and close it. Okay. Now we know Casey Brown is not from Austria; she is from UK. Okay, and if I try to add a goal to myself as an employer, library goal. So if I try to see Austria here, see it is in alphabetical order. So I don't see Austria. The library goal which we have created, we are not able to see. I can also write just for Austria. So nothing is coming. Let us test by disabling that profile option, right? If I disable this now, and if I try to do something, I don't know if I need to log out. Let's try. Otherwise, we'll log out. Current performance goal. I'm trying to add a goal. Ignore this warning. I'll tell you what this warning is about. Let's see now if Austria is coming now. See, Austria GL. So Austria goal library is coming now because we have disabled that profile option. Although this person belongs to different legal employer, but still he is able to see, right? Any questions on this? Yeah. So we enabled this. Initially, we enabled it, and we were not able to see the goal from the person because that person belonged to different legal employer. And then when we uh, put this profile option, and then that person could see. So this is one of the feature. Determine maximum goals in a goal plan. So you remember we were getting one error, right? When we were trying to add a goal plan. Yeah. We'll just again see what the error was. If I try this add, the goal plan already has the maximum goals allowed. Okay. So basically within a goal plan, now you can set how many goals will be allowed. For example, if I have set 2 and if I'm trying to add 3 goal, I'll get this warning. So we'll just read this. As goal administrator, you can now restrict the number of non-private goals. Remember this word non-private. There are two types of goal. One is private. Private basically means which is not relevant to your organization or manager or your HR. These you are setting for yourself. Non-private. Private goals basically. Non-private basically means it is for organization. Your manager, your HR can see. Private basically means to individual itself. Your own basically private goals means I want to do some training. This is my personal thing, right? Which is not relevant to my manager. I don't want to share with him. But my private ambition. But okay, the way you can ensure, okay, you can specify any value from 0 to 999, and if you don't specify any value, there is no restriction. Okay, and yeah, so we were getting this error, right? And basically in this scenario you will get this error when a worker is trying to add or copy, when is trying to add, copy, move or extend, manager or HR. When a manager is trying to assign, or when a worker is trying to move, worker is trying to extend, add colleagues, shared goals, right? For example, in the end, in the nutshell, uh, either it is extension or copy or movement. If it is two goals and somehow you are getting third one, you will get this warning, right? Steps to enable, you need to specify value in the goal plan. Okay, so let's see where and how we need to set this. So we'll go to goal plan from my client group. Okay, you see maximum goals, I have set this as 2 and I was getting error. If I try to edit this, and let's say I'm setting this as 3. Okay, maximum goals. Whilst creating goal plan, you can set this. Okay, I already have a plan created as a primary goal plan, so I'm just editing it. I'll just save this, and yeah, of course you can edit also, and while creation also you can set this up. Now if me as an employee, as a worker, if I try to add goals now, remember the this is 3. If I try to add this, I don't get any error now, right? For example, I just started now. Okay, I'll just save this. Now if I try to add one more, I should get an error because I've set the number as 3. See, I'm getting the error because the maximum limit which I had set was 3. Okay, so this is the another feature related to goal. Yeah, like I said, you need to set this while creation or editing goal plan. Okay. Next feature is manager sets goal weight on assignment. Now manager can set a weight when assigning or adding a performance goals. The weight assigned is considered only for goal plans that have weights enabled. So for this also, before manager give the weightage to any goal, we need to enable weights on goal plan. Note that the weight that manager can assign may cause the total plan weight to exceed 100 if the goal plan is to which the goal is added and for the sum of that manager. Okay. For example, if there are 3 goals and I have given 40, 60 and 20, which is more than 100, right? Then when they go to employee record, they will see a warning banner, right? Let us see this. You see this weight here. So that means this is enabled for this. We'll just see this from my client groups. Career and performance. Yeah, my client group is career and performance goals. Sorry, goal plan. So if you see this, if I edit this, if you want weightage to be enabled, you need to and you can also enforce some of goal weightage to be 100%. Okay, let us do this, and it is for max goal, right? Yeah, and let us try to log in now from manager. When manager assign it, we can test from HR also, but let us because for HR we have tested different scenario. Just for a change, let's log in from this user and my team. career and performance, add performance goal. If I do, yeah. So I am assigning this goal plan to all the employees. And if you see here, the weight option is coming here. Okay. And if I try to give 120 here, let's see if we get error, because that said we'll get the error on. Now if I try to submit, you must enter a value. If I take weight is, I'm giving 120, which should not be allowed. Let's see if this is allowed. 0 and 100 is only it can be allowed. So this is the new feature, like I said, yeah. And this goal will be assigned to all the employees under him. Goal plan basically, yeah. And same thing if I try to do from HR or from the employee. Let's see how it goes. See, I got the error. The total weight for this goal 16. You need to make change so that weight add up to 100%. Okay, because I've given only this. Yeah, edit weights. I can edit weights also. So I can say that this I'll give 20% and this I'll give 20%. Yeah, because we had given that enforce 100% rule there. Yeah, and if I give 30 here, it might give some error. 39, for example. There's an error. Yeah. So this is about goal weight. Like I said, you need to enable this on goal plan, which is this. I had enabled this, and then manager or HR employee will see when they add goals for that goal plan. Manager can see when they assign it to their team members. Okay. Now coming to next, transfer multiple performance document by managers. Okay. Now sometime what's happened? There is a manager under whom there is a performance document of 5 employees, but that manager is on leave due to some reason. All right. And so they have given this a new feature in 22A that HR can now assign those performance document to a new manager. Like, let's see this. We have logged in as HR only, right? So, and yeah, now we are moving to performance parts. And the goal is finished. All the features related to goal are finished now. So in performance document, yeah, I need to search for, okay. If let me see, we didn't, for example, uh, for this review period, for this department, I want to assign it to a new manager. So what I'll do, and there's an option called transfer. Okay. So for example, this manager is NR. Let me not select everything. For this manager is NA, and I want to transfer it to new manager. So what I'll do is transfer, and here I can give a new manager, right? Reason, what is the reason we can give? So in case existing manager is not able to review the performance document, HR on behalf of old manager or employee request, they can assign it to a new they can transfer it to a new manager, right? So you need to select a performance document and see transfer multiple performance document by managers. So save time by transferring more than one performance document at a time to a new manager. Performance document manager can now easily select multiple performance document and transfer them at the same time. Yeah. So if I would have selected all the performance document, right? So I can have different criteria. For example, I can select basis manager. Okay. And basis this, if for example, if let me see, there is no option coming. And yeah. Now, for example, both this performance document are related to an Durant, right? And he's on leave. He or she, I don't know. And we can transfer both the performance document at same time to a new manager. That's a Casey Brown. Okay. So we can select person here and we can select the reason and it will be visible to a new manager review page. Okay. This is the one of the feature. And next, yeah. Simplified
Just
filter. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, I just had one question.
Yeah.
So only HRs can perform this action, right? Can a manager do this? Can he
Uh,
transfer performance document to someone else?
Let us try. We can try that. If I log in from, let's see. If I log in from Robert Jackman, my team, we are getting an option. Yeah, he can do that. So
Mhm.
we are getting a manager this option from, and if I select all the employees under me, yeah, transfer option is coming. So yeah, this is for managers also and for HR also, right?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. Now if I'll again log in from HR, so let's go to next feature. This we have done. Simplified filters to process task in HR department, HR admin purpose. So this is related to only HR admin. They have explicitly added that. Okay, so before we read this, I'll just give a walkthrough what they are saying. My client group performance, and let me select 21. And if I select any performance document, let's select this. We haven't got anything. Okay. If I select last time which department we selected, this one I believe. Yeah, it has record. Now, if you remember before 22A, you will not get this options move forward or move task backward until or unless you choose this current task. Yeah, this was a very tedious task to move any performance document, and especially in our case, business has come to us that they are not able to see these options. They were actually disabled like this. All these are, and now they have simplified this. If I read it now, for example, if I want to transfer it or move task forward, move task forward means it is in worker self evaluation, and if I want to move it to manager a review without the need for worker self evaluation task to be completed. This is because in case employee is not present, then we can skip one task, and in case this is the very first task, so that is the reason we are not able to see this move task backward. Do we have any task which is not? So all are in worker self evaluation. In case we had the task which was on manager review, we would have seen this also as enabled, right? Change due date, anything which we can do, we can even mark this as complete, right? So review changes to which filter you select to make performance task on HR admin performance. Transfer performance document without selecting a performance document. Okay. Move performance document forward or backward without selecting a current task. So you see, we haven't selected any current task. Earlier, we had to select current task, which were worker self evaluation or manager evaluation of worker. Then only we could see these options as enabled. But now we can see this. This is it. Yeah. So earlier we had to select all the features, basically employee also, manager also. Around 90% filters we had to put. Then only we could see this. But now it is coming, and different icons for current and complete. Yeah, this is just a UI kind of thing. Now you see there's a green mark for the task which is completed, yellow for the amber basically which is in progress. Earlier it was not there. From 22 it has come. Earlier they were all simple plain text. These icons were not there. Especially color coding was not there. Now it is color coded, and this we can see from my. I could see it from manager also. How manager will see it. Yeah, if you see this is yellow because this is a current task. Yeah, and yeah, in case he would have completed this, it will become this will become green and this will become yellow, like this screenshot it shows. Once you click complete worker self evaluation, this will become green and nothing else. And yeah, you don't need anything to enable this. Yeah, that was the last feature. Yeah, and so this completes 22A features. We earlier in last session we had discussed documents of record, workflow features, approval features, employment features, and this time we have covered features which came in OTBI, new subject areas, new folders, and goals features, performance features. Yeah, this wraps up.